times, and it was like, no, nope, this is not. I don't like it. But I know better. I know that every usually progressive records to me do this effect. I listen to them the first time, I don't want to listen to them again. But it's an acquired taste. You have to listen to them 3, 4, 5 times to start appreciating all the stuff. And okay, so I think that the point is that it's a good album, great playing, great production, but I don't have really memorable tracks. It doesn't have, something that really, this is a great song. They are all very, very good, but they are not really perfect. I don't know how to say.
Yeah, coming a bit back when you mentioned about listening multiple times, I noticed something very interesting about this record is the fact that I listen to the record in from different mediums. So I'll listen it from a smart speaker, I listen it with the headphones from my phone, I listen a bit on the speaker of the phone as well. And I notice this thing that I have the feeling that is one of the kind of records that you want to listen on a hi-fi. It doesn't sound as good on new devices. I don't know if... in fact, when I listened the first time on it was a smart speaker, Bluetooth speaker, I said, wow, that's so flat. And so instead I started appreciating it when I listen it with the headphones. So you can appreciate all the details and everything. I wonder if that had an impact. I don't know.
It's possible. It's possible. Maybe it's this. It really didn't feel memorable. And I mean, even after I listened to it a lot of time, I think that if I never listened to this album again, I wouldn't be able to recall a particular song from this. Yeah, and I totally agree with you, Izzy. The singing in some songs is really annoying.
I have to say that I also put a list of the songs in which I found him the most annoying. I don't know if I want to, which is
Walk the Plank.
For sure, Of the New Day, I cannot bear the singing. Dignity, I cannot bear the singing, and Never Have, I cannot bear the singing there neither. But I really like it in Heridian instead. I don't know. That's what I noticed.
Wait a minute, you are saying that you made a rating based on how annoying the singing is. It's nice.
Why not?
Why not? Cool. Okay, my turn. First of all, I have to agree with both of you guys. The production value is amazing. The technical level for all the instruments, and I also think I have to disagree on this also about the singing. I think the technical level is really, really good. And from this specific point of view, every song is just amazing from technical point of view. But I have to say I found a very huge difference between some songs that are basically the singles that I actually found interesting and likable, I would say. And the other tracks were just, according to me, a bit boring. Let's say. Don't tell Steven Wilson, but I found them boring.
Do you mean that they were like a filler for the album rather than...
Yeah, but that's strange because they just put all the singles at the beginning of the record and then it's just fillers. That's not exactly a filler mechanic, but maybe. It's just a bit in Jack White's record that is just okay. I want to say that the record is ending, and I want to say with 3 songs. Let's go.
I would like to raise also another dimension that we can use to measure and review this record, which is how original is the record. I have to say, I didn't find the record so original. There are a lot of references. I don't know if they were references to other very important bands of the progressive scene, but definitely you can see a lot of Rush kind of riffs, a lot of some songs they had a bit of a Pink Floyd kind of taste. So on that sense, I don't know if it was more like they were trying to have a reference. I don't know, say I'm quoting this artist, or it was a lack of actual original ideas.
Absolutely. Actually, you're already a good listener, because in some interviews I saw and I heard, there's an explicit reference to both David Gilmour about especially guitar solos and from Gavin Harrison about Rush. So yeah, definitely. Yeah, he also talked about some kind of Morse code in the drums in Rat's Return. And of course, YYZ from Rush is basically just that.
Anyway, frankly, in almost all the songs, it recalled me of some other band.
Yeah.
I don't know, even newer ones. I mean, I'm not talking 70s. I'm talking like Haken, sometimes Dream Theater, sometimes The End of Dignity really sounded to me like Stone Temple Pilots. You know, it felt really 90s rock. The beginning, and now I'm going into the deluxe part, but the beginning of Love in the Past Tense, really the guitar sound is exactly the one that Opeth used in, I don't remember which album, but let's say that Steven Wilson really cooperated with Opeth for a lot, like 5 albums. So there were a lot of things that I was saying, yeah, this sounds like Haken, this sounds like this sounds like that. And yeah, didn't really feel original, as you said.
Yeah, because coming back to the previous episode in which we reviewed Jack White's record, Fear of the Dawn, there you can hear in that album, of course, everyone says that new music is a bit stealing idea from other people. That's the best way that you create a good song. And I think Jack White did it majestically in his record. Here, it feels like, okay, a lot of idea, a lot of sounds. But, yeah, a lot of references. I agree with the Stone Temple Pilots. I felt that as well. I felt some of when they were doing a bit more the electronic beat of the songs. I felt 07. I don't know if you know the band, is like a trip-hop British band.
Wow.
I really love the band, but it reminds me a lot them as well. So
yeah.
Definitely not the most original record from them. And to conclude my general opinion and to get more into the single songs, I just have to say, okay, it's a good album, all in all. Again, the production value and the technique in there is amazing, but it's not at the same level as In Absentia or Fear of a Blank Planet, according to me. Then, let's talk about specific songs. Which songs did you like most?
Okay, the song that I love most is Harridan. That's the one, because it's the only one that I felt the punch in the face, the feeling, a bit some character, and I learned also a new word in English because I didn't know what it meant.
Does it mean something? I thought it was a name.
No, actually it means is an old grumpy lady. That's what it means in English. The grumpy lady that is a bit yeah, exactly, that kind of you summarize everything with that, Anto.
Perfect. Yeah, I think Harridan is great. It starts great with that bass riff. It's just punching you in the face. It kind of gets dampened, I don't know, by the verse, the chorus. But let's say that then it gets headbanging and really progressive. A lot of section that really keep the song really fresh, and it has a lot of energy, and yeah, totally agree.
Definitely, I agree. Sorry, it's also in my top 3, Harridan, and also I have to say this is the actual evidence that you can play the bass with a pick and be groovy. By the way, something that most bassists, as well as me, of course, think.
That's why they kicked out the bass player, because it wasn't playing with the pick. I'm pretty sure.
Most probable.
Yeah, it's nice to say this song is great for the only thing that was not played by the guy. But it's okay. It's okay.
I think he's been bullied enough, guys.
Yeah. Let's go on.
Let's go on. Anto, you're another song in your top 3.
So, yeah, I already said Harridan is one of them. And I think I have to put there also Rat's Return.
I love it.
Because that's really headbanger, great riff. I mean, that is something that can stuck in your head. Can stick right there. It's great. It has nice. It feels also like a more cohesive song. There are changes in not really style, but there are changes. But in the end, it feels really cohesive and the structured song. Also, I mean, the grooves from. But I mean, the grooves from Gavin Harrison in every song are just great. So, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, definitely. For me, this is my favorite. And I also have to add that basically, as you can absolutely tell, just listening to it, it was born from a Gavin Harrison rhythm. And what Steven Wilson added was just the solution to an equation that was given from Gavin Harrison. And it's, I don't know if you know, but the meaning of the song, Rat's Return, it's actually about the politicians who express some interest in the public, but then they only think about themselves. And it's nice to say that Steven Wilson wrote the lyrics basically after having lived the Brexit, Trump, and Boris Johnson era.
Yeah, trust me, Liz Truss doesn't help neither.
Yeah, I can think. Yeah.
Okay, my turn. Okay, I have to say something about herd calling. And guys, as I already said, my favorite songs are just the singles from the album. And this was actually the last song to be written. So it's very interesting about the structure of this song, according to me, because the first part reminded me a lot of the atmosphere, like in All